Hi, this is Tom with realitycheckforyou.com. In the last video, we took a look at curing social anxiety by examining early childhood trauma through the lens of the wisdom and insight that we possess today. This video does much the same thing, but we're looking at junior high school. And this story is a personal story, and it has a tragic ending. But it will help us examine our current levels of social anxiety and how we can help cure them. It's a very awkward time in everybody's life where we're going through a lot of changes, and it's really probably our most vulnerable time socially. And if you have social anxiety, a lot of it stems from typically junior high school memories. So my situation was I was in junior high school, I was in sixth grade, and I had a bully that lived on the block next door to me, and he was in eighth grade. And every time I walked by this kid's house, I remember he had this big eucalyptus tree in his front yard. I can still smell the smell of eucalyptus every time I think about this story. But every time I would walk by this kid's house, he would viciously attack me, sometimes physically, but usually verbally. He would attack me in ways that were really devastating to a young boy. So every time I walked by, and he would yell at me, and just really in a vicious way. And I was so humiliated and so ashamed. And every time he would attack me, I would have this feeling that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't enough. And I would think, what is it about me that is causing him to see something that he wanted to attack so badly? Whenever somebody is trying to intentionally hurt you, it's because they are trying to soothe something within themselves to make themselves feel better, to somehow heal themselves in a very ineffective way. But where this story really becomes tragic is that when this kid was in high school, he took his dad's gun and he shot himself, committed suicide, which is just horrible for the family, for his sister. It's a very sad story, but it really underlines what I'm trying to say. It was not about me. It was about the rage that he had within himself, that whatever it was that he had going on, I don't know. But it wasn't about me. If it wouldn't have been me, it would have been some other kid that he would have bullied, because it was something inside of him that caused him to lash out at people in this way. When you're in a situation currently where you're feeling vulnerable, certainly these kind of past memories come up as a potential, right? A potential outcome of what could happen. And that's not an outcome that I'm willing to have happen in any situation. So it really is a cause of social anxiety, because the downside of kind of failing in a social situation can be so stark, but that's not really the reality. So examining these past traumas can really help us bring our full attention to the current moment rather than our own insecurities and being carried away with our emotions. If we can look at it and think to ourselves, what is going on with this person? What is causing this? How can I maneuver to either get away from this person or to handle them in a different way that's going to have a better outcome, allows us to bring 100% of our attention to the given moment. So rather than being carried away with emotion or fear, and bring our full amount of wisdom, our full amount of insight into the situation that we're currently in, rather than having past fears or being carried away by emotion, allows us to bring our full potential and be our best in any situation. So let's take a look at some of those past traumas that you may have experienced and just see them for what they were, so that the next time you're feeling that social anxiety, you can get to the root of it and not just address the symptoms of the anxiety. And so we'll continue this in our next video. Please subscribe. Once again, I ask you to do that so I continue to make these videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.